trouble with this because they naturally sing whack and tack. This long time, girl, me never walk and talk. It's a long time, girl, you never see. Let me walk and talk. Feel head jump, cross, see that puppy top, kick off the blossom. Let me walk and talk, girl. Let me walk and talk. Now we're coming to the mentor. You know the mentor that go? Da 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 da. You know that boss? Yes, man. Make me lean and turn till we tumble down. Make me hold your hand, girl. Make me lean and turn till we tumble down. Make me hold your hand, girl. Come, lean and turn till we tumble down. Make me hold your hand, girl. Make me lean and turn till we tumble down. Make me hold your hand, girl. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you so much.
Me no drink coffee tea. One more time.
One more time. Hear how nice it may be. One more time. At the height of the mango crop, when the fruit them are ripe and drop, wash shoot up, down them down. One more time.
Make we go walk. One more time.
One more time.
For it's only the talk.
One more time. Make we jump on the big jagas, riding down on the top of us, for the bank was full. One more time.
Turpentine large and high. One more time.
Mango time, rubbing mango so sweet. Mango time, down by left and here is skint, up the back and around the hip, make the best solid crop. Mango time,
No drink coffee tea. One more time.
mango time, hear how nice it may be. Mango time, at the height of the mango crop, when the fruit them are ripe, shoot fat down them down. Mango time.
Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily upon. I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Down at the market, you can hear ladies cry out while on their heads they bear. Ackee rice, salt fish are nice, and the rum is fine any time of year. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. Had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. Had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls swing to and fro. And when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. Had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. Sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. Had to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
Me hold your hand, yeah. Me hold your hand. This long time, girl, I never see you. Come make we walk and talk. This long time, girl, I never see you. Come make we walk and talk. Pete head jump rope, sit up and drink down, pick off the blossom. Make me hold your hand, girl. Make me hold your hand. This long time, girl, I never see you. Come make we wheel and talk. This long time, girl, I never see you. Come make we wheel and talk. Pete head jump rope, sit up and drink down, pick off the blossom. Make me hold your hand, girl. Make me hold your hand. Make me wheel and talk till we tumble down. Make me hold your hand, girl. Wheel and talk till we tumble down. Make me hold your hand, girl.
Check one audio, one audio. Check audio one. 1, 2, 3. 3 audio, audio 1.
Just a few. hostess has arrived, so we are just waiting for a few moments for her to take her place.
Audio check 1 2 3 1 2 3.
I check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Audio check 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3.
1 2 3 1 2 3.
Yes, sounding good as we get set, Ansel,
Yeah.
to go live from Old Harbour. Welcome to the parish of St. Catherine, Old Harbour specifically. My name is Dwight Fraser, and with me is
Andrew Hansel.
And of course, today we are just outside the Old Harbour police station in the capital, near the clock, as they would say. And it's the second staging of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce and Old Harbour Zone Cultural Committee flag-raising ceremony. Jamaica celebrating 61 years of independence, and of course, Old Harbour own thing as part of civic pride, national duty, and to bring cultural awareness. Andrew Hansel is part of the committee that spearheaded today's activity, which is about to get underway.
All right, thank you, Dwayne, and good afternoon to everybody. This is a fantastic occasion for the community of Old Harbour. We believe that we can be trendsetters just like anybody else, and I think that this is a wonderful attempt, second attempt, by the way, to instill and to promote civic pride among our people. In the background right now, you can hear that is the march past you're listening to. We have shifted around the program a little bit because it looks like it's going to rain, so we believe that we should go ahead with the march past.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
nonetheless, we expect a fantastic evening where we will promote the Jamaican culture, the Jamaica, everything that is Jamaican, right? We are about to promote that.
Definitely.
And fun enough, this year team as well, it's about being proud and strong.
Yes.
And we want to showcase Jamaica right here in Old Harbour, that we too are also proud and strong.
Definitely, and in terms of the strength of Old Harbour, it will be on display, as Andrew Hansel said. And certainly, we thank you for your patronage in following the action. Want to also let you know too that the marching band in the backdrop of which Andrew spoke is the Portmore Pacesetters Marching Band. Of course, they're setting the pace in getting the action underway, but we have several items on the program to come later on.
Yes, indeed. The march past comprises of several uniform groups: the Fire Brigade, the Pathfinders, the Scouts, the Cadets.
Yes.
Of course, the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
The JCF.
As well. And like I said, the Jamaica Fire Brigade. And the march past will also include a high rise, which will include representatives from the Custos,
Yes.
the head of the police, and also the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport.
The Honourable Olivia Babsy
The Honourable
Grange.
Olivia
Yeah.
Babsy Grange, who will be represented by Mr. Alexander Shaw.
Right. Interesting to note too that apart from the representation from the ministry headed by Babsy Grange, there's also representatives from government in the JCDC, the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, which usually at this time is extremely busy in handling things like the festival queens and handling things like the National Popular Song Contest, of course the Gospel Song Contest, and several other contests across the island. They are represented here today in the civic ceremony. And Andrew, it is noteworthy that the organizing committee have drawn on the strength of many persons across the length and breadth of Jamaica to ensure that today's function goes well.
Indeed, one of the most important player in the planning process is the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce.
Indeed.
We have been, and I'm part of the Chamber of Commerce too as well, so I must tell you, we have been integral in getting the business community out, getting the financial support, getting the support in also.
So sleepless nights.
Many sleepless nights to put this together. But we are at our baby stage.
Yes.
Right? We are crawling.
Just
right?
just two.
Just only 2 years now.
Right.
Right? And we believe that we can definitely get stronger and get better at this.
When I got the email from you some weeks ago, and we're going through in terms of those participating and the list of sponsors, I'm extremely proud that your committee certainly have pulled on the strength of corporate Old Harbour and its environs, those who operate business in this geographic space, to ensure that today's function is going smooth or will go well.
One of the things is that we sold them the idea of how important this is to build civic pride, to enhance the social fabric of our society. But it also provides an opportunity for them to promote their businesses.
Yes.
And you have those persons who jump at it without even second thought. And then of course there are those who definitely want to see the social fabric being emmed, so to speak.
Right.
Because
Or improved.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because what we are seeing in Jamaica and indeed across the world is that decay of the social fabric of our society. And when that happens, it doesn't matter what you do economically or politically, you're in deep problem.
Definitely. I endorse that by saying that earlier on we spoke about the JCDC, the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, and they, as Andrew himself knows, I've worked with them in many years, operates a tournament called the STC National T20 Cricket Competition, and that helps where the social fabric is concerned. No, your organization is working, as I said before, to him, whatever I've gone wrong.
That's gone wrong. I mean, gone are the days when we used to just get goosebumps, so to speak, right? Hearing the national anthem, hearing the national pledge, hearing the national song being played. And nowadays we don't get that feeling anymore. And we believe that if we can instill that in our youngsters, then we will get somewhere eventually.
And of course, the music in the background, as we hear the sound system thumping, is by Toots and the Maytals. We spoke earlier on about recognizing our civic pride and our culture. So the festival songs like Toots in the background and several others, Stanley and the Turbines, Roy Ryan and others, Tinga Stewart will certainly be blaring within these times over the next couple of days. We move to Emancipation Day tomorrow, August 1, and then 5 days after that at Independence Day, August 6.
Yes, yes indeed. And guess what? We know what those songs of yesteryear used to evoke in us. It used to bring out the best in us,
Definitely.
right? And we certainly believe that in every human being there's a good side.
Certainly.
And we need to tap into that energy, because that is really what I think the world is crying out for. For mankind to really tap into that inner consciousness of just being good. Because innately, I believe that every human being is good.
I like that statement. I endorse that by saying that years ago, from the Governor General's office, there was a theme or a mantra going around that there's nothing wrong with Jamaica that can't be right by what's good in Jamaica. So I suppose at this juncture we'll take a quick break then, Andrew, and then when we come back we'll continue with the ceremony.
Olivia. Olivia Lee Campbell, Director of Smart Homes Jamaica.
Smart homes.
You want to do introduction? I will ask.
All right. And then
We did quick.
Thank you, with you. Okay, so welcome back to our coverage of the second staging of the St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce and Old Harbour Zone Cultural Committee flag raising ceremony here in Old Harbour. With us is the director of Smart Home, Olivia Lee Campbell. Welcome. And of course, Andrew Hansel, have some questions for you.
Olivia, welcome. Listen, tell us about Smart Home Jamaica and why you decided to come on board.
Why? Well, listen, we're here in Old Harbour. As you know, our first development is Aqueduct of Vineyards. It's right by the Vineyards Soul Booth. And since we're going to be a part of the community, we should be a part of the community. And I have to say, if you are in your yard right now in the Old Harbour vicinity, you need to come out here to the square because it's pure excitement. Keep in. There's marching band, there's flag raising, all sorts of things. And I'm so proud to be a Jamaican today and to be here with you. I am completely stuck here in Old Harbour with you. As a matter of fact, I have no intention of emancipating myself out of here. But back on topic. So Smart Homes Jamaica, we decided we develop homes, affordable homes for people who are interested in living a smart lifestyle. So you can, this Emancipation Day, think about emancipating yourself from highlight bills because every single house comes with
At
a
this
solar
time, I
system.
ask the pathfinders to prepare for the raising of the
Technology you can think of.
Listen, we have everything. Our tagline is where smart comes
Ladies and
standard.
gentlemen,
And that means that in your original purchase price comes all the bells and whistles. You can get a car charging port on your veranda. Now, you might not have an electric car now, you know, Andrew. But you see 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, when everybody's driving electric cars, you, if you buy a smart home, you will not have to cut your wall, you will not have to call an electrician, everything you just plug in and go.
Jamaica celebrates 60.
We are online, we are on social media online. You can find us at smarthomesjamaica.com. And if you're interested, we still have a couple of units left at Aqueduct of Vineyards. You can apply online. We're also on social media. We are on Facebook and IG, Smart Homes Jamaica. Thank you, Andrew, and happy Emancipation Day, everybody. All right,
That's
take
right.
That's Olivia Lee Campbell from Smart Home Jamaica.
One in which and for which and of which we can be very proud. This celebration is to highlight or this is indeed a celebration. And I want to pause to highlight at this time the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce, whose brainchild this is, under the leadership of Miss Tricia Reed, President of the Chambers. Now our national anthem says, "Give us vision, lest we perish." It's a great vision, and we are seeing it come to pass, and I hope that it will definitely continue throughout the year. At this time, I invite the Cadet Corps, as they'll be doing the raising of the national flag. I'm told it's the oh, it's the cadets. It's the cadets. Just a bit of miscommunication.
right, as we continue our coverage of the action here, the second staging of the St. Catherine, that is the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce and Old Harbour Zone Cultural Committee
Now
flag raising ceremony.
singing of the
Andrew,
national
certainly
anthem of
you'll be
Invited
proud
Huh?
of this moment.
Indeed, I'm proud.
at
And
this time.
what viewers online are witnessing right now is the raising of the flag. Now, protocol dictates that you raise the flag first before you can begin the ceremony, right?
Right.
So the flag will be raised by the cadets, Jamaica cadets, or members of the Jamaica cadets,
Yes.
right? And as you can see, everybody's now standing at attention, and the anthem will be now sung by the Old
Right.
Harbour, Old Harbour High School all together sing choir.
Keep us free from evil powers. Be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. Teach us true respect for all. Stir response to duty's call. Strengthen us the weak to cherish. Give us vision lest we perish. Knowledge send us heavenly Father. Grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love.
Thank you so much to the Old Harbour High School Choir and the Cadet Corps. You may be seated. Now, as a symbolic representation of 61 years, we have handed out balloons in the colors black, green, and gold, symbolizing the national flag of Jamaica. At this time, all those who are holding the balloons, we will be releasing them on the count of 3. So I want you to get ready. So I know they're beautiful. I know the children want to keep them. But symbolically, we are going to release our 61 balloons. And I want you to help me to count. We're going to count to 3. Are you ready? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. You may applause. Woo! All right, some of them are staying with us. But others are being released into the open air. And I've still seen persons with balloons. Let's release them symbolically. 61 balloons. Jamaica, 61. Proud and indeed strong. All right, wonderful, wonderful. I'm still black one there. Okay. Have we released them all? Okay. That was indeed a beautiful moment. Jamaica 61, proud and strong. Did you know that the flag first raised August 6, 1962? Very interesting for us to pay keen attention to. And does anybody know what the colors represent? Can anyone? Green represents the land, our prosperous, green, beautiful land. What about the gold? The sunshine. And what about the black? The strong, creative, and resilient people. Wonderful. We indeed honor Jamaica 60. At this time, the director of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Randy Finnegan, who will be moving a word of prayer.
A wonderful afternoon to you, everyone. Will you stand with me for prayer? We bless you, praise you for an occasion like this. Lord, proud, strong, who made us the come as we gather in this to commemorate and to celebrate. We invite your presence in our midst this afternoon. Lord, we know that above all things, you want us to. We know that, Lord, you want us to be in good health. We know you want us to be your presence. Upon see our participants who will commemorate our country's coming of age as we celebrate and rest remain under our leaders, that you strengthen us, vision, let in this ceremony, oneness when you are in the you could be glorified in our smallness. You could be glorified in our great the Lord. Self in our be for us an example. So as our town and all our partners unity, that flag raising ceremony, Lord, we will be brought together and will emerge even stronger. Bless the proceedings. Bless us all. Bless Jamaica, land with in Jesus.
And that was quite a moving and stirring prayer done by one of my mentors, Mr. Randy Finnegan. Thank you so much, sir, for that soulful prayer. So I'd like to pause at this time to acknowledge some dignitaries in our midst, representing the Honorable Olivia Babsy Green is Mr. Alexander Shaw, our guest speaker. And we have the Custos Rotalorum of St. Catherine, Honorable Iseling Golding, acting super. Yes, you may applaud. Applaud.
Mike, ready? Yeah, you better? Yeah, you ready? Eh? Okay. Sound good?
So at this time,
Turn on the mic.
Jamaica 61 and proud, I invite the wonderful, the
So we say
beautiful
welcome back
President
to
of the
our
South
coverage,
St.
or
Catherine
thanks so
Chamber
much for
of
staying with us
Commerce.
here as we're in the metropolis of Old Harbour, the capital specifically, just outside the Old Harbour police station in front of the clock. It's the second staging of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce and Old Harbour Zone Cultural Committee flag raising ceremony. Earlier on we had the march past with the national anthem, and we also had the raising of the flag. The balloons were released, and all of that took place not necessarily in that order, but it was part of the opening slice of what took place. My sidekick, Andrew Ansel, you must be enjoying the moment so far.
Indeed, right. But before we interview or speak to our one of our very important sponsors, we will just throw it back over to Master Control, where we have the president of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Trisha Reed, speaking.
She's at the podium.
She's at the podium delivering the opening remarks and welcome.
And then we come back to one of our sponsors to have a quick word. Okay.
Indeed.
Councillor Steve Ryan, Acting PSP, Mr. Grant, police and other members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, colleagues from the Chambers,
Shanjos.
and the South St.
Unit but nice. A one word.
One word.
Yeah.
members.
Our celebration for the first time. Give yourself an applause. Indeed, this is an important step in the right direction for us as a community. That you have made this conscious decision to be a part of this momentous ceremony, it's self-evident that you believe in the dream of Old Harbour. Old Harbour can become the place of choice to work, do business, have fun, raise families, and retire peacefully. Your presence here today is also telling me that we share a common ideal, that the time has come to restore civic pride among our people, especially the young, lest we run the risk of seeing our beloved country spiral further into a state of social decline. Gone were the days when we used to hear the national anthem, or the national song, or the national pledge, and we get goosebumps. Who can remember those days when we used to stand at attention when we hear the national song, the national pledge, standing with our arms, our right arms to our left breast. Our entire being swells with pride as we reflect on our journey as free and independent people, and what defines us as true Jamaicans. Hearing these national oaths have inspired many of us to become the good in our society today. It is powerful as it evokes immense sense of patriotism that has made us unique in the eyes of the world. We must return our community and our country to those glorious days. In this modern technological era,
because the fight for our better Jamaica is not purely economical or political, but psychological as well. This evening, and indeed for the remainder of this week, let us soberly reflect on the things that inspire us and binds us together as one nation under God, and increase the beauty of the Jamaica land that all swear that we love so much. Don't we love Jamaica, people? I know I love Jamaica. Most of my siblings are away, but I am here. A warm welcome again to you all, and do have yourself a fantastic evening. Happy Emancipation Day and happy Independence Day to come. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I know you can do better than that, man. Come, come, come. All right, so welcome, welcome, one and all. So I know you're definitely feeling much more welcome this afternoon. Now, of course, without our wonderful sponsors, this event would not have been possible. So allow me to just highlight our wonderful sponsors for this event. We have Shades of Elegance Salon and Spa. Yes, man. Give them some love. Netcom Solutions. Old Harbour News. Dr. Kurt Wall Foundation. OB's Auto Parts and Accessories. Concept Appliance and Furniture. Shanjo Streets.
As our
First
coverage of the second
Heritage
staging of the
Credit
South
Union.
St. Catherine
Gateway
Chamber of
Dental,
Commerce and
Keep
Old Harbour
Your
Zone
Blood.
Cultural Committee flag raising ceremony
WNB
continues
Hardware
here
Enterprise.
in Old Harbour, just
No commercial
adjacent to the
bank.
police station
Old
and
Harbour
across the road from the
Optical.
clock.
Ricken's
We're standing by to speak with
Physiotherapy
Kamika
and Medical
McCrae.
Equipment.
She's a public relations
Jamaica Energy
officer
Partners, yeah, man,
of
and sponsors, keep it coming.
Shanjo's.
We have
Everyone
Thomas
deserves
Medical
a
Center,
treat,
Trinity
and
Club
it's
Bakery,
Shanjo's
Mystic
is
Five
really
Multimedia,
a restaurant
who is
that
responsible for
caters
the
to
live
the young
streaming of
at
this
heart,
afternoon's
but they do
event.
wrap
So you
sandwiches,
can
ice
check out
cream,
their
and they
YouTube
cater for
channel.
those
That's
who are
Mystic
culturally
Five
aware
Multimedia,
as
and
we
it's
drop here in
also being
Independence,
live
and for
streamed
those
on Old
who
Harbour
want to
News
eat right.
YouTube channel.
Shanjo's
So
is the
let your
location.
friends,
Kamika, what are you doing?
families, and neighbors who aren't here know, just send them a message right
Yes.
now so that they can tune in. This is
Yes.
one to
And
miss.
we say
Considering
happy
we have
independence
juice
as well when it
patties
comes.
and OJ
Right.
coolers around
Today
the world
with this
for our
civic
title
ceremony,
sponsors.
Shanjo's
We
being part of the
appreciate
celebration.
you
Why so?
so much. Most definitely we have a supportive community. Am I right? Of course. Most definitely.
Interesting to note that several sponsors are on board your company too, is that you identify with national pride, especially at this time of the year going to August.
Upton Nicholson.
Tell us a little bit about Shanjo's.
Of the St. Catherine South Police Division.
Yes.
We have to big up the JCF.
Such as sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, ice cream.
Careful, you know. You stop me get hungry already, you know.
As soon as this event is over,
Yes.
I want you to come around there
With the crew.
and get
Yes.
a bite for yourself.
Please.
You know, you have to try it. You have flavors such as Devon Stout, Crunchy Munchies,
Wow.
strawberry cheesecake, rum and raisin, pastries such as Black Forest cheesecake.
Why are you doing this to me
velvet
on a
cheese-
Sunday? Lord of mercy,
Oreo
man.
cake and mocha cake and muffins and donuts and macaroons.
My mouth start to
and
water.
brownies.
Other uniform
I want your
group.
mouth to water. I actually want everybody mouth to
For
water
water,
right
yes.
now because I want you to walk on down, drive on down to 17, shop 17, Wilson Plaza,
Wilson
or
Plaza.
Darlington Drive, which is just around the corner
It's
from
from
the
the
clock.
clock.
Like the right turn, immediate
So
right
if,
turn.
so
from
if,
the
you're,
clock.
if you're coming from Kingston by Old Harbour Road
You
into
take
Old
the
Harbour,
right turn
and if
around
you're
the clock,
right
and
and
then go straight and take the first right turn. And
Persons come
it's the
together.
immediate plaza on the right.
so if you're coming from Kingston again, it's a right turn at the clock.
Right turn at the clock.
Yes.
Then the immediate right turn.
Yes.
And then it's the right plaza. The plaza on the right.
Yes.
The immediate plaza on the right.
Yes.
Shop 17.
What about people coming from Clarinda?
And strong, I know you are proud.
Well, it would be
And I'll just remind you
Yes,
that
yes.
you
So
need to
the
be
left
proud
turn
of
and then the right turn and
respect
the
yourself
immediate
and respect the things
plaza
that you
on
On
the
your
right.
right.
So that's shop 17, Wilson Plaza.
What has business been like so far, though, Kamika?
Business is blooming, slowly but surely. Everyone is
Institutions
aware,
that are
slowly getting aware that we're
within your
here,
community for them to
located
assist
right in
your
the heart
schools,
of
your
Old
church,
Harbour.
Yes.
So the
your police,
taxi men, the
banks,
schoolers,
all the various
we have,
institutions
the old
that aids in the
older
development
Older
of
folks,
the
yeah.
community.
older folks that are
Respect for country.
Old folks, yes, yes, yes.
realizing that there's a treat. There's actually somewhere here that offers treats in Old Harbour. You don't find that anywhere else.
Because earlier on, before the start of the coverage, I went across the road to a wholesale because I really Sunday I wanted a milky treat, so I just buy a fudge. But I didn't know.
You didn't know, but
something.
now you know.
No, I know.
No,
Yeah.
you know that you need to stop at Shanjo's
And
Treats.
what about opening hours for you?
So it's opening hours are Mondays to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Fridays, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yes.
And on Sundays, 1 to 8:30 p.m.
So
We're closed on Saturdays.
You're closed on Saturdays.
Yes.
So you're really open for the length of the day then, from morning.
Full day.
Yeah.
So if you want breakfast, you can stop for coffee.
Yes.
You know, you can stop for sandwiches. You can stop for all vegetarian burgers.
Wow.
You can
Vegetarian burgers,
hot dogs,
yes, yes.
Vegetarian, anything you want, you can get it.
So in other words, you cater for those persons, as I said in the opening,
One of the things
who are looking after health and are serious about nutrition
Definitely.
and what they eat.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So
yes,
like
yes.
for me, I'm watching my weight.
Yeah, yes, yes, yeah.
You have the vegan wraps as well.
Yes.
So much more.
And the prices are
The
nice?
prices are incredible.
Wonderful.
Competitive, perfect for the pockets.
Wonderful.
I'm very frugal, so anything, less than $1,000. $1,000 can get you more than enough, and
Yes.
less than $1,000 can get you enough.
Enough. I like that.
So
Final wrap before we go. Why should people come to Shanjoy's?
because
Give a shout
everyone
out.
deserves a treat. And of course, this August, we have a coffee special going on, iced coffee. So you can come on down
Yes.
to pick up any iced coffee. So it's mocha latte, French vanilla, and with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Now picture that.
Yes.
Coffee with a scoop of Devon House
Ice cream.
vanilla ice cream.
Couldn't be sweeter.
You can't. So I want everyone to come on down to Shop 17 Wilson Plaza, 4 Darlington Drive, Old Harbour.
Give
You
us
can
a-
call us at 876-286-9003, or you can follow us on Instagram, Shanjo's_treats.
Kamika McCrae, Public Relations Officer. Believe me, you represented well this evening. And it was a pleasure speaking with you. Shanjoy's.
Shanjo's, yes.
Everyone
so that's
deserves a treat.
SHANJO.
Shanjo's.
Yes, Shanjo's.
Thanks again, Kamika.
You're most welcome, and it's a
listen,
pleasure speaking to you.
hopefully we can catch you later after the sermon.
Listen, I want everyone to come on down right now. You still have time. We're
Just
open.
ask for
until-
Kamika.
Just ask for Kamika or ask for Chantel, and you can get everything under $1,000. You can get burgers. You can get anything you want. Smoothies. Just turn right at the clock, and the first right, and it's the immediate plaza on the right.
Thanks again.
Shop 17.
I like Kamika's energy. Thanks again. We throw it back to Master Control, and then we'll continue our coverage of what's happening on the ground.
That's healthy. I love your belly, That's right. What else?
Also, fish and my country. I love my country. I love my.
Just everything about Jamaica. Let me put beautiful queen on spot. How are you feeling this afternoon?
I'm feeling proud and strong, thanks.
I am loving your response, and you're looking proud and strong. What is your favorite thing about Jamaica, my darling?
So I am love the music of Jamaica. Jamaican.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the here for that. Moving around, who else would like to share? What is
make ourselves useful. So yeah, and the music.
Most definitely. One more person who would like to share. All right, I'm coming over here.
I think it's the rivers, the beach, and the lake.
And that's enough. Yes. And she hit the nail on the head. We are about to do the patriotic song, Jamaica, Land of Beauty. I'll invite you all to stand. If you have service, you can Google the words. But if you're a true Jamaican, you should know these lyrics. Jamaica, Land of Beauty, one of my all-time favorites. And I want you to sing with me. Are we ready? Beautiful. Jamaica, land of beauty, we promise faithfully to serve thee with our talents and bring our gifts to thee. Jamaica, we will always, in honor of thy name, work steadfastly and wisely, and never bring thee shame. From riverside to mountain, from cane fields to the sea, our hearts salute Jamaica, triumphant, proud and free. Together in our country, in love and brotherhood, we'll work and play in freedom as all God's children should, with hearts and hands united in thanks for everything that God has given unto us. Together let us sing, from riverside to mountain, from cane fields to the sea. Our hearts salute Jamaica, triumphant, proud and free. Indeed, the most beautiful land on earth. That's right, that's right, that's right. You may be seated. So we will now be entertained by a vibrant group, a group that I admire so much. They are multi-talented and they make singing look like a breeze. We're talking about a group that has been featured on TVJ and all sorts of international media. Yes, man, we have celebrities in our midst this afternoon. We're talking about one choir, one harbor, the Old Harbour High School Choir. And they're sitting down as if it's we. Of course it's you. We welcome you right now to do your item. And I'm sure they will have us moving and rocking and just playing some nice Jamaican music. I happen to understand that they'll be doing a folk medley. Ska medley. My apologies.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the legendary Coxie Dot. And we will be taking you back from the 1950s to the 1960s with Ska Explosion. Reaching out to all the lovers out there, this one is for you. Now this one is for all those who are believing in love. Here we go. Pull up. Wheel and come again. Enough for the love segment. You know, in a life with 61 and strong, you know what we have to say to them, to all of this?
You pick me up, you lick me down, we bounce right back. What a hard man today. Hard man today. Pick me up, you lick me down, we bounce right back. What a hard man today. Hard man today. Say, we are go flop, but are we left on the top?
You're here.
Pick me up, you lick me down, we bounce right back. What a hard man today. Hard man today.
You know what I go on? We. Oh. Hey, 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 Sima, 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 Sima. That's all for today, folks.
That's right. Weren't you entertained by the choir? We would want some more, don't? But they look like they're not ready to give us the bratas yet, so I'll allow them to rest a bit at this time. So, of course, as I mentioned earlier, we have some wonderful sponsors without whom this occasion would not have been taking place. I mentioned our title sponsors. Laws going. Complex. That's right. Equipment Limited. Sampar's Supermarket. Farmer's Jerk. Dong Dong. Grant's Ice Cream and Things, Russell's T20, True and Holy Ministries, Unique Bathroom Vanity and Accessories, Bartley's Funeral Home, and our wonderful counselor, Steve Graham. Now you notice that we have nice, crisp, and clear sound at this event. Our sound was sponsored by Ecclesia Family Ministries, and they're in the house, and we want to just big them up. I am loving the sound, crisp and Claire. That's Ecclesia Family Ministries. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Big up yourselves. So the time has come, ladies and gentlemen, where we will hear from an inspiring and handsome individual. I speak of none other than one of our very own justices of the peace, Sir Alexander Leopold Shaw. Now let me just tell you a few things about this inspiring individual. He has played diverse roles and has made multiple contributions and left significant impacts on his community and nation. Serving as chairman of the Jamaica Cinematograph Authority, commissioner of the Broadcasting Commission, and a well-respected attorney, Mr. Shaw demonstrates exceptional leadership and prowess in law. Deeply committed to community service, Mr. Shaw has held various key positions within the parish of St. Catherine. As a justice of the peace, he has revitalized community associations and spearheaded safety initiatives, demonstrating his dedication to public welfare. He's also the chairman of the Waterford Infant School, guiding and directing the future of young Jamaicans. Can I get a wow? Indeed. Yes, indeed. Likobot Taloa. And I must also mention that Mr. Shaw is the Governor General Achievement Awardee for the Parish of St. Catherine for 2023. That's right. A Prime Minister Youth Awardee for Excellence in Nation Building and Managing Director for the Legal Chambers of Scuff and Shaw. Ladies and gentlemen, a rousing round of applause for our guest speaker.
Master of Ceremonies, Mrs. Stephanie Allen, JP, to our beautiful Custos, the Honorable Iselin Goling, SSP Nicholson, the lady who caused us to be here this evening, Madam President of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Tricia Reed, other members of the Executive Committee of the Chamber of Commerce, ladies and gentlemen, children, those who are on the sidewalk hearing my voice this evening, good evening. It is with pleasure that I speak to you this evening on behalf of the Honorable Minister Olivia Grange, who was designated to speak here this evening, but she's unavoidably absent. And so I address you as part of the team from the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport. This ceremony is a very important one. The theme, proud and strong. Moments ago, we watched our national flag being raised, and I heard the Master of Ceremonies, and I've also heard the President talked about a time when national symbols meant something. A time when an occasion like this is not just for the festivities in July, August, thereabout, but we as a people would give reverence because it symbolizes nationhood. It symbolizes pride. Most importantly, the theme for this afternoon, it symbolizes that as a people, we are proud and we are strong. And so, as we celebrate 185 years of emancipation this year and 61 years of independence, there are times when many of us ask ourselves whether we would be better off if we weren't independent. But I want to answer that question today to say to you that when you, for the adults that is, when you were growing up, you always wanted to be independent. And the reason for that is because you can carve out your own path. You can do the things you want to do. And you can celebrate and feel proud. Just yesterday morning, I was glued to my television watching our reggae girls. And I know it meant something to all of us. Because to watch our girls on the big stage performing against Panama in the FIFA World Cup, it shows that as a people we are Talawa, we are proud, and we are strong. And so, regardless of the obstacles that we face as a people, regardless of the economic challenges, when the time comes for us to celebrate and to glorify what not just our forefathers, but those among us who are doing well, we have a lot to give thanks for. We have the fastest man on earth in Jamaica. Isn't that something for us to be proud and strong about? I'm not saying that we don't have obstacles, because as a people we struggle with some of the very troubling situations like crime and violence. And without crime, or if we never had the crime and violence that we now have, we would have been better off in so many ways. Because you know something about Jamaicans? We are caring. You see, sometimes, you see some people and they may not be as happy because they're going through some tough times. But generally speaking, when I travel the world, and after a week or two, I just want to go home. I want to go home because there is nowhere like home. As we say, nowhere no better than yard. I listened to the choir a while ago, and one song caused me to reflect on today. You pick me up, you lick me down, me bounce right back. What a hard man for dead. It shows that as a people, we are determined. And I say to all young Jamaicans here, you are identifying where to go. Don't allow your community, don't allow naysayers to dictate your path. And I say to you, that be proud of your country. Just like if you come from a poor, sometimes when we come from humble beginnings, we are afraid to say it because we are mindful of what others will say about us. It's just like that. You see, Jamaica, we have our challenges, you know. But what? There is nothing, there is nowhere that is better than my yard. And I don't care what you want to say. It's just like family. Let me and my family quarrel. But don't get involved. Because Jamaica business, a Jamaica business. I just want to tell you that as we celebrate emancipation and independence, there is a lot that the ministry has for this season. Tomorrow evening we will be in St. Anne, that is at Civil. Anybody here has ever been there? But I'm sure if not Civil, you are all anticipating Grand Gala. And I am encouraging you to go out to all the independence and emancipation celebrations, because we have a lot to be proud of. And as a strong people, I encourage us all to not just go out and support these events, but be true patriots, because we are all brand ambassadors of Jamaica. This evening, I know that we have all witnessed the grand occasion of the flag raising ceremony. But most importantly, I want to say to the Chamber of Commerce that continue to do the work that you are doing. And I must also pay tribute to our police officers who they are here to ensure that we are safe. Sometimes we curse, yes, but in some countries you can't gather like this in a square. We have a lot to give God thanks for, you know. And even though some of us are searching for better opportunities, I heard somebody said, we are hustlers, because we are always trying, regardless of how tough things are. We always try to make it work. Because if you lick me down, I will bounce right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, I want us to just not just to say that we are proud and strong. Proud and strong, because we are indeed strong. God bless you.
Indeed, the future of Jamaica is so bright. Another round of applause for our guest speaker, full of energy and full of positivity. So thank you so much, Mr. Shaw, for reminding us that as Jamaicans, we should be intentional and we should be focused on our goals. We shouldn't mind the naysayers. You know, you're going to back up some bad mind people who tell you that you can't. But when they do that, what are you going to do? Talk to me. You're going to do it still. How about you? What are you going to do when someone says you can't do it? You can't be what you want to be. You can't achieve that goal. You can't top that class. What do you say to them? I can and I will, because I am proud and I am indeed strong. That's right, that's right. So thank you so much, Sir Shaw. So we are winding
in the
down
backdrop as we hear the
to a close.
host of course, speaking after the gentleman. The host, by the way, is Trisha Reed, JP, President, South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce, and Mr. Alexander Shaw, Attorney at Law and Chairman of Cinematograph Authority, Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports. He brought the message in Babs Grange's absence.
Yes, and he did extremely well. He represented the minister very well.
And I want
But
to
though
highlight a more
let me
kids
use
and
this opportunity
party
to recognize the
rentals for
sponsors
this beautiful
who made this
backdrop.
live stream
You know we
possible.
don't.
Old Harbour Optical,
As well as Good Shepherd Medical,
Untype is Exceptional Nails and Spa,
Elevation Cycling Club,
Trinity Club Bakery,
Dr. Kurt Wall Foundation,
Shanjo Street.
We spoke to them earlier.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Hands in Unity Junk Removal,
Smart Homes Jamaica,
Wood Flame Restaurant and Bar,
Drop Pack Logistics,
as well as Global Laboratories Health Services,
Jamaica Bedding,
and MW Home Comfort.
Yes, indeed. Those are our sponsors who made this live stream possible. And we really, really want to show our appreciation and thank them very much for coming on board.
Definitely, because without the sponsors, all of this would not have been possible.
Indeed, indeed. And just to say, for those persons who are listening, for example, Old Harbour Optical, they are located at the Juicy Plaza here in Old Harbour. Good Shepherd Medical is right at the center of the clock in the town square. Untype is Exceptional, can be located along East Street in Old Harbour. And the Elevation Cycling Club, their home is based in Borders, and they boast 2 national champions. They have a junior champion in Jaquan Dixon and a senior elite national champion recently in Jerome Forrest. So Old Harbour has been represented not just in other spheres but also in sports as well.
One more round.
As the evening draws, or the evening proceeding draws to a close, certainly this was, or had been up to this point, an exceptional evening.
It has been exceptional, given that we are really a small town of about 50,000 inhabitants right now, and growing.
50,000,
So, yes,
yes.
and indeed we are the fastest growing town in Jamaica. So in another 10 or 20 years, we expect that number to double or even triple, based on projections coming from out of the parish council.
Yes.
Right? But we are leading the way, I think, in showing other communities that this is what it will require to really bring our people together.
Yes.
Events like this.
Definitely.
The social clubs, the civic clubs, they are very important. The church, never forget the church too as well.
Yes.
We need to bring the young people together. The truth is that, Dwight, we are social beings.
Indeed.
And it is only through socialization.
Yes.
I believe that we will be able to experience the glory days.
Indeed.
Of Jamaica.
And what I like is that earlier on, when but just before the function began officially, you know, they were playing music in the background, past festival songs such as this one. We were hearing Eric Donaldson, who had won with that Cherry Cherry Oh Baby. Also, too, we heard Miss Lou making a performance.
Right.
And so the youngsters ought to be edified, ought to be kept aware as to our culture. There's a book I used in school years ago, you know, called Civics for Young Jamaicans, and I don't see that on the shelf again.
Indeed. And guess what? I remember growing up in the 80s, you used to have the national anthem, the national song, the national pledge being sung every Friday.
Yes.
And I mean, so it wasn't just Heroes Day or Emancipation Day or anything cultural.
Yes.
It was every single week in school.
Year,
Yes, we used to sing those songs.
And you had to know it
by heart. And in fact, right now, people like you and I, we can sing these songs without thinking of the words.
Definitely.
It comes naturally, and I believe that is important.
Because it was printed, the back cover of the exercise book on the inside.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Yes,
so
yes.
it was part of our civic pride at that time.
Exactly.
You know, but the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, the JCDC, in my opinion, have been doing well insofar as keeping our culture alive.
Yes.
With earlier on, I'd mentioned, you know, things like Mellow Go Round. We have things like the festival, the popular song contest, the festival queen contest, and so those are the things that we look forward to every year when you follow the float you know, from downtown Kingston to National Stadium.
Yes.
So it is important to keep that alive.
Indeed, and what I can tell listeners also is that come the 1st of August, Emancipation Day,
Which is Tuesday.
This Tuesday,
Yes.
we have the regatta, the annual regatta, which is down at Old Harbour, and that has been happening now for many years now.
Yes.
On the 6th of August, well, that will be the Sunday, but on the 7th, we will recognize in Independence Day officially on that day.
Right.
We will have the float parade from the town to gutters through the communities of Marley Mount and Old Harbour Glades and Old Harbour Mews and Burke Road. Then we will converge in the town centre for about a half an hour more, and then we culminate down at the Old Harbour Bay Fishing Beach. Whole day, a whole day event, in which you will have so many activities. It will be fun. The Old Harbour Bay Fishing Beach, the CDC down there, credit to them. They have done some fantastic work in terms of improving the aesthetics and the beauty of the beach. Right? There's proper shower down there. So after you take a swim in the sea, you can naturally go and get a shower, and you can get some fried fish and bami and some festival. And
outside water already.
Exactly. So, I mean, this week in Old Harbour, you don't need to go to Kingston. You can come out on Emancipation Day and on Independence Day and be entertained and enjoy the celebration. Right.
So you don't have to journey to Kingston then?
Not at all.
Yeah, because you have the traffic to contend with once you go through Spanish Town. But I can understand. So certainly the celebrations continue here at Old Harbour, and it is the second staging, as I've said before, of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce and Old Harbour Zone Cultural Committee flag raising ceremony. I'm Dwight Fraser along with Andrew Hansel, and we're going to throw it back to Master Control, and when we come back we continue our coverage. But certainly, Andrew, it has been an awesome evening.
Listen, me, I am feeling pretty much Jamaican more than ever.
Yes? Blessings and thanks again.
Yes.
All right, so we throw it to Master Control. Soon come.
Okay. All right, we have one request. This is the land of my birth. We did that one already? All right. I saw the faces of the young people, and that's why I need more like this. I'm like, what are they singing? So go and search for that one. Sweet, sweet Jamaica. Nah, left, yeah. No matter what, we're not leaving. Found it? Okay. Love Jamaica. Do so. Hey, I will never run away. I will always believe in the black, the green, the gold, I say. Our nation's great above the trials. We must face the test of time. Our people, they are strong. Though some people say we are poor, but the progress you make, my friend, is not always how rich you are. Come on, this is the land of Jamaicans we are. Okay, one. All right. So, now that we're all revved up, we have a special presentation that we had to add to the program. So I mentioned that last night in the wee hours of the morning, the team was working. The chamber was working, the JCDC team, we were working. And you know what time they came out this morning again? After 5 in the morning. Now when Miss Reed came, she noticed that there were 2 willing workers who came clean, and they went above and beyond the call of duty They did not complain. And guess what? They were volunteering of their time just to ensure that the park was prepared for us. And I got goosebumps when she told me. And she said, I have to do something for these two ladies. They are embodying civic pride. When I talk about loving your country and loving what you do and loving your community, they are who we will think about. And these two lovely ladies should be here. I hope they didn't run out of patience. I hope they waited. I am speaking of our queens, Alicia James and Laverne Dyke. Are they here? Yes. Come on up, come on up. Shades of Elegance would like to do something special for you. So I invite Lady CEO at this time, and she'll be making a presentation.
Good afternoon again. And I just couldn't allow this moment to pass. Because this morning I came here to just ensure the lining of the street was clean and to finish preparing for what we have today. And Lisa, not Miss Laverne, but her friend was the one she was the one I saw first. And I really needed the area where we're serving the meal to be clean. One from the policeman. And I said, Lisa, can you assist me? And she didn't frown. She didn't ask me for a thing, because if you ask for a favor, you have to give a thing. And what moved me was Laverne, what she said, because a few other ladies were called out on duty this morning and they didn't turn up. But Laverne said, imagine, because when I get paid for do this today, them never come. Life is not about money. She's a woman of my own heart. And I left here 7 a.m., went to work, because I came here 5 a.m., left here, went to work, and I took both of them names. They didn't know what was in store, but I could not leave without ensuring that Lisa and Laverne got a gift certificate from Shades of Elegance Day Spa.
Thank you very much.
Continue doing what you're doing, please. And this lady, every morning, 5 a.m., they sweep the streets for us to walk and drive on clean streets. So right now, she and Lisa is more important than anybody sitting here right now. Thank you. So who will collect on behalf of Lisa? You want, Miss Cheese, you want to collect on behalf of Lisa, please? This is Miss Cheese, who always calling Miss Cheese, calling. Once we have shoes on the street and the street is dirty, she tired to hear my number, my voice, because I'm always calling. Cheese, the street dirty, I need the street to clean. I now make Old Harbour turn dirty. I now make Old Harbour. So, Shades of Elegance, not the chamber, we want to present your team member with this gift certificate.
My goosebumps. Yeah, these are the things that I love to see, and it gives me hope. It gives me hope that despite the challenges, we can pull through. And it only takes one small act. It only takes commitment. It only takes dedication. And each of us does our part and put our heart in it. Her we're in it. That's the difference. If you put it, do. And when you think that people aren't watching, when you think that people aren't noticing, and that's the best part about this, they didn't notice that Trisha was looking, Trisha was observing. So big up yourselves, ladies. Keep on doing what you're doing. We value you. We appreciate you. so much and ensure that you redeem your certificates. You deserve the world and so much more. Thank you. So gratitude is definitely a must. So to officially move the vote of thanks, I invite Ms. Keisha Demetrios Folks, VP of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce, and she'll be coming at this time to officially say thank you. Muchísimas gracias por todo.
Boy, me glad me come out to see this. Who else is glad that they are here? Raise a hand. It is indeed a very good evening. Custos Rotorum, Honorable Iselin Golden, Senior Superintendent of Police, Hopeton Nicholson. I want to also acknowledge the MP, Everald Warmington, in his absence, and also His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Norman Scott. Other distinguished invitees, my Old Harbour community. It is glad. It is indeed a good occasion this afternoon. It is my distinguished pleasure to offer the vote of thanks on behalf of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce and the Old Harbour Zone Cultural Committee to our eloquent and engaging Master of Ceremonies. Thank you for managing this evening's proceedings with such eloquence and grace. To our guest speaker, Mr. Alexander Shaw, who reminds check. Awesome. So I believe thanking Mr. Alexander Shaw, our guest speaker, who reminded us of the meaning of independence. He also stressed, regardless of the obstacles, we must celebrate not only our forefathers, but those amongst us. We should never forget, in the midst of the crime and other challenges, that we have a lot to be thankful for. And nowhere no better than yard. We thank you for sharing such wise words with us. Indeed, our culture is the heart of the Jamaican people, and we want to express our deepest thanks for participating in this year's proceedings under the esteemed Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport. Members of the JCF, including our valued partners at the Old Harbour Police Station, we want to thank you for providing extra security and comfort in hosting this event. The uniform groups, you delivered an exceptional performance. We were indeed entertained and felt the true Jamaican spirit. To all our brothers and sisters consisting of the Old Harbour community and its environs, thank you for supporting. We want to give special thanks to the planning committee led by our esteemed president of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce, Tricia Reed, members of the Old Harbour Zone Committee, and members of the JCF. Last, but certainly not least, our sponsors, with whom this would not have been possible. You gave willingly and epitomized the phrase, country above self, in your constant support of the community. Let us join hands in celebrating another successful staging of our flag raising ceremony. And may the festivities and sense of pride exhibited here continue into the emancipation and independence celebrations to come. Please enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Demetrius, folks. At this time, we'll be singing the national song of Jamaica. And this song gives me fond memories. I remember when I used to stand in front of the TV as a little girl and it would be played and I would stand and I would sing along. But I think these are some of the things culturally that are lost in, you know, so we definitely have to bring these back in our schools. Our children should be singing these songs every day. We still recite the pledge, right? But I can't tell when last I've heard the national song being done at school. So that's something that in our 61st year, we definitely should aspire towards. So I invite members of the Old Harbour High School Choir to assist with the singing of the national song. Can we stand at this time?
Yeah.
I pledge my heart forever to serve with humble pride this shining homeland ever, as long as earth abide. Yeah, man, most definitely.
I pledge my heart forever
to serve with humble pride this shining homeland ever, so long as earth abide. I pledge my heart this island as long as faith shall live. My work, my strength, my love, and my loyalty to give. Oh, Queen, I love the Indies, Jamaica strong and free. Our vows and loyal promises, oh, heartland is to thee. I pledge my heart this island as long as faith shall live. My work, my strength, my love, and my loyalty to give. Oh, Queen, I love the Indies, Jamaica strong and free. Our oaths and loyal promises, oh, heartland is to thee.
And we'll now recite the national pledge. Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind, the strength and vigor of my body, the service of my fellow citizens. I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly, so that Jamaica may, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play her part in the advancing of the whole human race. Thank you. Old age got me. Okay, you may be seated. All right, so as the saying says, all good things must come to an end. I'm sure we had a great time here together. Big up everyone who joined us in virtual land as they streamed live on the pages of Mystic Five Multimedia and Old Harbour News. Of course, I'd like to thank Ecclesia Family Ministries for providing the clean, clear, nice, good sound. That's right, that's right. And the entire Old Harbour community, thank you so much to our patrons for coming out. Without you, we would have just been speaking to the chairs. So thank you for taking time out. Of course, just to recognize that indeed, such a ceremony at such a time as this is quite important for us. So as we go into August, into Emancipation Day and Independence Day, let's remember that we are Jamaica.
All right, so we come now to the closing of today's activities here at the center of Old Harbour, and of course just near the clock and across, adjacent to the police station, the second staging of the South St. Catherine Chamber of Commerce and Old Harbour Zone Cultural Committee flag raising ceremony. Andrew Hansel, as we put the finishing touching on what was an awesome day, your thoughts quickly.
Well, Dwight, before I give you my thoughts, let me also acknowledge again some of our sponsors. Hands in Unity Junk Removal in New York. They are based in New York. The owner, Leroy McGregor, who is from
Queens,
Old Harbour,
Brooklyn,
right here in Old Harbour. Grew up in Old Harbour, went to Old Harbour Primary, went to Old Harbour High School, now a businessman. And he is one of the sponsors. You can find him on IG. And
you have a telephone number for him?
Yes, indeed. You can call or text at 347-674-6024.
And let me just add that Hands in Unity Junk Removal, New York Junk Removal and Cleaning Services, they're located in Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Manhattan, as well as Long Island.
Yes, indeed, Dwight. Wood Flame Restaurant, located in Churchpen, Old Harbour. You also find them on IG, and also Drop Pack.
So it's like microwave cooking?
No. A fantastic restaurant and lounge. You can relax. You can definitely get your lunch, and they have events, birthday parties, and all those special events there.
Yes.
Also, let me recognize Drop Pack Logistics. They are located at 47 Marley Drive on East Street, Old Harbour. They can be found at Drop Pack, and that's DROPPAC.com. You can find them on Instagram, and also call them or WhatsApp them at 876-419-7647.
So get onto their IG page. It's at Drop PACJA.
Yes, indeed.
That's
Global Laboratories and Health Services, located at 5 South Street, Old Harbour. You can find them at DNAtestJA.com, or you can call at 745-1210. Anything related to blood testing, they get it done for you. Jamaica Bedding, home of the Super Supreme mattresses, one of these long-serving businesses here in Old Harbour. They have been in operations, I think, for the past 20 years now. They have decided
29 East Street.
29 East Street, and they can be also contacted at jamaicabedding.com or 876-578-4494 or 983-0583. And last but not least, MW Home Comfort. They are located at Shop 17 Gateway Plaza for all your home and office decor. You can get the latest and the most luxurious at MW Home Decor. They are also located at, they can also be found on Instagram.
Yes.
And you can call them at 824-1912. Now,
Yes, sorry, go ahead. No, I was saying that as we bring the curtain down, I was saying to you that certainly it was an awesome evening of elegance, of performances, representations by the Cadet Corps, representation too by Cub Scouts.
Yes, and the Old Harbour High, famous Old Harbour High, altogether sing choir. They are national champions, and they have been they are certainly one of the top teams in the altogether sing competition since its inception.
Let us also say a special thanks to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Jamaica Fire Brigade, as well as the Portmore Pacesetters Marching Band.
Indeed, and like I said, the whole purpose of this event, Dwight, is to stir civic pride.
Yes.
Is to spark that patriotism in the hearts and mind of our people. We need to get back to those days where we feel proud and also understand what it means to be true Jamaicans, right?
Certainly.
We also need to understand what it means to be a citizen and a resident or a native of Old Harbour.
Indeed.
Old Harbour is the fastest growing town,
Yes,
and we need to make that distinction, and we need to claim it and own it, and this is one way we want to make a difference.
And going back through the program, we want to thank, of course, the lady at the center of it all, and she was the master of ceremony, Miss
Stephanie.
Trisha. Yeah?
The master of ceremony, Stephanie Blair Allen.
Yes, Stephanie Blair Allen.
Yes.
She did an awesome job.
Yes, indeed. And she's well-rounded in this area. She's also a teacher at Glenmore High School, Glenmore High
and
School.
sings extremely well.
And she also sings very well too as well. I think she does cabaret part-time too as well. So that is also very good. And the performers primarily here today, from the MC to the various individuals who did the items, are by and large born and bred Old Harbour people.
Yes, because I heard one of the lady at the podium saying that she was born and bred in Old Harbour and happy to be a citizen. Of course, we want to thank Upton Nicholson. He is the commander-in-chief, commander-in-charge at St. Catherine South Police Division.
And yes, indeed, and he's acting in the absence of SSP Christopher Phillips, right, who is, I understand, is out on leave. But also we must recognize DSP Harris, who is also on leave, who is the commander in charge of the Old Harbour subdivision, which is a subdivision of the St. Catherine South Division. In his absence, we have Inspector Randy Grant, who has taken over.
Inspector Grant came,
and
he came through this afternoon. He visited us,
and
he was part of the function.
He has been very much involved in the planning. He has been to almost all the meetings since he has been assigned to the Old Harbour subdivision, and kudos to him for really giving us the support, because without the police this would not have been also possible.
The Honourable Member of Parliament Everald Warmington, he was represented here today, could make it.
Yes.
Also to His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Norman Scott, Chairman of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation.
Yes, those two officials were not able to be here, but they missed out on something
splendid.
Quite splendid.
But they are ample representatives.
Yes, but I'm also sure that next year
they will not miss this event.
Exactly.
Also to the Honourable Olivia Babs-Grange, she was represented by Mr. Alexander Shaw.
Well represented. I mean,
and he gave the keynote address.
He delivered the keynote address as well, and he did exceptionally well. And it bodes well for Old Harbour. It bodes well that also the ministry recognized this event. And I must tell the public too as well that going forward, the Ministry of Culture and also the JCDC, which is that agency of the Ministry of Culture, they have decided to include this civic event on their national calendar.
What an awesome thing. It is just 2 years old, and as we wrap it up, just want to thank also to our camera crew and those that work on the technical side.
Yes, definitely we have to big up Peter Simmons, who is the man in charge of Mystic Five Multimedia Service.
Right.
We also must recognize the efforts of
Mr. Upton Gray, one of our
Mr. Upton
cameramen.
Gray,
yes,
and also Mr. King as well.
Yeah.
and also Mr. Dixon behind the camera. They did a fantastic job to ensure that
ensure,
those in the
yes.
diaspora and those who were not able to be here in person were able to witness a very, very fantastic evening.
And just before we close, Andrew, give us your thoughts and how you thought the evening went before we throw it back to Master Control.
Well, listen, given what we have been through in terms of planning this event to make it happen, it is nothing short of excellence. With the limited resources, with the sponsors coming on board at short notice too as well, we were able to pull this off. Last year we had a couple empty seats. This year we had many persons standing.
Definitely.
And that is an indication that we are growing.
Yeah.
What we want to see this entire town square jam-packed as best
where
as possible.
traffic is stopped.
Where the traffic
I was
is stopped.
thinking about
right?
that as well, yes.
That is the ultimate goal, because we want it to be immersed, this event to be immersed into the psyche of our people.
Yes.
It is very important. I tell you this, a few years back, one of our civic groups wrote to an international agency seeking funding to improve the social fabric of the community.
Yes.
And the response was that Old Harbour is not an at-risk community, and therefore they could not support us, right? We have taken it upon ourselves as a community that we are not going to wait on anybody, to be proactive and ensure that Old Harbour be the place to work, raise family, and do business and retire gracefully, right?
And just to add that as well, yes.
And therefore, this is one of the many steps as a community we have decided to do, because we understand that, like what Eric Donaldson said, the progress we make is not always how rich you are, materially rich. He was referring to. We believe that we are duty bound to serve our community, right? And we don't need to wait on any officials or politicians. We don't need to wait on anybody.
To get it done.
To get it done. We can, just like what used to happen in the good old days, where people give up their time and their expertise. This is what this committee has done this afternoon. What you're witnessing is a group of people deciding to commit primarily their time and their expertise to get this done, because we are looking at the bigger picture. The faster Old Harbour grow, and it is also growing, I must tell you, is that there are other social issues that will emerge, and we are creating systems such as this, or programs such as this, to keep the community socially intact.
Yes.
We cannot afford for the fabric to be worn and torn, because it is very, very important for us. We want to, at 12 o'clock in the night and 30 and 40 years down the road, when we are pretty much old people by that time, God's willing, if we live to see, if we live that long, but we want to be able to be in a place that is peaceful, a place that we can feel comfortable and be proud of. But we currently now are able to, we have an opportunity to put those systems in place
right now
to safeguard the environment and the culture and all the other beautiful aspects that we yearn for as a society. We intend not to wait until when the horse has gone through the gate.
But to do it right now.
But to do it right now, to ensure that the things that are required as a society here in our community remains intact.
That is the great and illustrious Andrew Hansel. For a moment, I thought that he was a keynote speaker, but that's a gentleman who spoke with passion for the general community and its environments of Old Harbour. And certainly, Andrew thanked some sponsors earlier on and all the other persons who helped us on the ground to make today possible. We just want to run through a list of sponsors again, Andrew. Old Harbour Optical.
Old Harbour Optical, Good Shepherd Medical, On Type is Exceptional Nails and Spa,
Elevation Cycling Club,
Trinity Club Bakery,
as well as Dr. Kurt Wall Foundation,
Shanjo's Treats,
Hands in Unity Junk Removal in New York,
Smart Homes Jamaica,
Wood Flame Restaurant and Bar,
Drop Pack Logistics,
Global Laboratories Health Services,
Jamaica Bedding,
and MW Home Comfort. We thank you so much for watching, and it is our pleasure, it was our pleasure to bring the action and the happenings to you. for persons who are not culturally aware. This is only the beginning as to what we do, but certainly we're glad that we're able to fill the void insofar as keeping our civic pride is concerned, and certainly we want to thank you once again. On behalf of the entire crew, Dwight Fraser and Andrew Ansel saying thanks for watching.
Thanks again, sir. Yeah, man, it's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.